do you a quick video on how to do this milk. Because basically I've already had some walnuts soaking overnight, so I thought, you know what, I need to make it anyway, so I may as well do a video and show you how to do it. So what I'm gonna do, just break down like how I make it to make it like taste good. If you don't add no sweetener or no salt to it, then it will taste bland. Now, more time when I'm sweetening it, I use dates to like sweeten it up. But I haven't got no dates, so what I've got here is agave nectar, which this comes straight from a plant, you know, like your aloe vera plant. It looks similar to the aloe vera plant, but this is an original plant. It's not man-made, you know, it's in Mexico, and the plant looks very similar to the aloe vera plant. In fact, I think that the aloe vera plant probably is what they've took the genes from the agave plant to create the aloe vera plant, which is why I don't agree with it, you know what I mean? It's a genetically modified plant, man. Whereas agave now, that's a God-made plant, you get what I'm saying? God made it. So at the end of the day, this comes straight out of the plant. They haven't added nothing to it or taken nothing away. It looks very similar to honey, but it's just sweet and it hasn't got no aftertaste. So this is what I use to sweeten up, not just for milk, but for anything. If I'm making a hot drink, if I want to sweeten it up, I add this to it. So you can get this from any supermarket. You can get it from Sainsbury's, Tesco's, and some Asda's do it as well. If you look in the sugar section where the sugar is, you'll see agave nectar there. So if you can't get it from any of the supermarkets, I always get it from Tesco's in Warsaw, so that's where you can get it from. Yeah, you just use it in replace of sugar, basically, you know. But this is 100% organic, 100% from a plant, and it good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've got some walnuts that are soaked overnight in some hot boiling water. So I'm just gonna drain off the water now, add them to the blender, and then make the milk. You know what? I've just put some Irish moss to boil as well, so that, you know, more time I add a little touch of Irish moss to my milk as well, just a touch of it, you know what I mean? And it gives it a little bit of minerals in there. So, but because it's just boiling now, I'm not really gonna, I'll go wait for it to cool down and then put it in the fridge. But yeah, so I've got the walnuts here. So I've just drained off the water out of it, and basically you just put it straight into the blender. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I will add, this is the bottle that I'm going to put the milk in. So in fact, you know what, I'm trying to think if I'm going to need a bigger bottle. Probably will need a bigger bottle. So, got plenty of, I always say my bottles, man. So what I'll do, I fill up this bottle to how much milk I want. So, but I fill it up with like spring water. So you have a couple bottles of spring water here. You just first fill up the bottle to how much milk you want to make. And I always use spring water. You know, you can get two different types of water. You can get mineral water and spring water. I know you probably already know all this already, but I always use spring because even though, you know what I mean, you can't even trust them company, but if I can get spring water, I always go for the spring water. So 2 bottles of that, yeah. I think truthfully, let's have a look. Probably put this one in there as well. Half a bottle. Let's create some more milk, you know what I mean? So yeah. Got just under 1.5 litres of water in there. Don't really matter how much you use, you know what I mean? Because that amount of peanuts should be just right for it. So what I'll do now, I'm going to basically put this straight into the blender and then put the water in and start blending it. So now that's blended, what I'm going to add to it is just say like about just over half a teaspoon of pink salt, yeah? And this is just going to balance it out when after we put the sweetener in there. Probably too much. You know what I mean? Just half a teaspoonful. Put that straight in. And then we're gonna add the agave to it. So say, just sweeten it to how you want it. You know what I mean? That should be enough for me. That's probably about a teaspoon and a half. Right, so get it to blend again just to mix it up. Right, so now that's mixed, yeah, what we're gonna do, got a cheesecloth. You can get these from Amazon, eBay, wherever, man, you know what I mean? But this is just to basically squeeze out the milk from the trash, you know what I mean? So just open it up, turn it inside out a little bit. Not even turn it inside, just fold the edges over so that we've got place to put. Just put this inside the bowl. Take the lid off the blender. You can actually taste it before, just to see if it's how you want it. That's perfect. Perfect, trust me. You know what I mean? And it smells like normal milk, tastes like milk. It's just fresh. You've made it at home, you know what I mean? So, alright, so I'm gonna hold over the cheesecloth. And then just pour it in. And as long as it goes into the bag, you'll catch all the trash inside the bag. You know what I mean? Just squeeze it all out into the bowl. And we fold it up a little bit. Put the rest in there, yeah? And that, when you've got everything in there, yeah, you've got 2 strings on the bag. Just pull the strings and then wrap it around so that none comes out. Because if you squeeze it now, it's all gonna come through the top. So you wrap the strings around so that nothing can come out when you squeeze it. Just turn it a little bit. And you just basically squeeze out the milk. Pure milk, you know? after you've done this now, in the end, all the trash will be inside the bag from the peanuts. You will have all the milk inside the bowl. So then what we're going to do, we're going to transfer the milk from the bowl into the bottle. Just put it in the fridge and you've got milk. And like I say, usually I add a little bit of Irish moss to it, just to give it a little bit of a mineral boost. But you don't really need to, you know what I mean? Everything that you need is inside that milk coming from the walnuts. So another thing what you could do, you could add a little bit of cinnamon to it if you wanted to. You know, just make it your own. But truthfully, this is all you really need. So I'm going to finish doing this and then we're going to transfer it into the bottle. Right, so what I've done, I've just transferred it into this blender. I'm just going to pour it straight in. Straight into the bottle. And it'll probably work out to more than what we initially put in there, because remember you got some of the juice from the peanuts. So, oh, that was a kind of messy way to do it, but yeah, man. So just put the lid on that. I will wash off the buckle and thing. But yeah, man, you have milk there, you know what I mean? Easy way to make the milk. Taste bomb. Can put it in whatever you usually use milk for, you know what I mean? But it's organic, you made it at home, you know what's in there. It's fresh, man. So that's just a quick, I just thought I'd do a quick video just to show you how to do it. Oh, what I forgot to say is, you know, when you put the milk in the fridge, basically it's going to separate, because you remember you got natural oils coming from the peanuts, so it's going to separate from the water. But that's, don't mean nothing, don't mean that there's anything wrong with it. You just need to shake it, and that should last for about 3 days, you know what I mean? When you put it in the fridge, keep it cool. It should last for 3 days and it'll be alright, man. Even if it separates, just shake it. You can smell, you know what I mean? Just smell the milk, it's good, man. For 3-4 days it's fine. It won't go off as long as you keep it in the fridge. So yeah, I hope you try the recipe. Let me know if you enjoy it.